Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome back. Welcome back to Entrepre-noir Series. I am waiting for my special guest. Thank you for joining me. As you know, our Entrepre-noir Series is a platform where we have young entrepreneurs talking about thriving through a pandemic, how they started, how it's going, their difficulties, their ups and downs, and how they're maneuvering. Yes? So stay tuned for our guests. Hope everybody's doing well. And you're doing your best. You're doing your best. Yes, beautiful people. So, like I said, for those who are new, our Entrepre-noir Series is a platform where we have young entrepreneurs, people thinking of starting a business, people that are business owners, and how they are thriving, how they are maneuvering through Entrepre-noir Series. Our special guest is here. Welcome, Mr. Gabriel. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it's so amazing that you were able to join us during this pandemic time and all what has been going on. I want you to introduce yourself to the masses, let people know who you are, where you're from, and what your business is about.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Jamaal Gabriel. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. And my business is Amethyst Consulting, hospitality consulting, and customer service training.
All right, all right. So as you know, Jamaal, the series have started just a few months back, and it's mainly to bring awareness to people who are in business, current business owners, and people who are thinking of starting a business and during a pandemic. So what happens, what are the struggles, how different are the struggles in a pandemic as opposed to regular time? So you have a unique story just like mine, because I myself started the life coach business during a pandemic. So we can compare notes, Jamaal. So first off, tell us, what was your inspiration, Jamaal, to start the consulting service?
Basically, I felt as though Trinidad and Tobago really needed a revamp in customer service training. We're an island of wonderful, warm people, but somehow that doesn't translate into customer service for us. You know, in the general sense, if you go into a fast food place, you're not necessarily sure to receive superb customer service. And having worked in the industry, you know, since I began working, since Form 3, I was probably 15 or 14 or something like that. I've always had that passion for customer service, right? I've always, you know, I've always been very keen on meeting and exceeding expectations. So I found that my country was lacking that, you know, so I just wanted to be one of the tools or the ships or the means in which elevate our customer service training. And also the other motivator for me was the lack of opportunities. I just got really, really tired of not being given the opportunity, if that makes sense, from already established businesses, hotels, you know, the industry. So I decided to create my own lane and to create my own opportunities. So Amethyst Consulting was born out of that.
This is amazing, Jamaal. This is amazing what you say. And a lot of us may be going through this exact same thing. So this is one of the focus of these series, to let people know the things that you're going through. Somebody else is going through it right now, and they can win, and you can win as well. And I like the point you made, the lack of opportunities. So people, let's get that. Don't miss that point. We're searching for opportunities. We want to do this. We want to do that. We have the skills and the talents. Guess what? We have to make our own lane. We have to make our own lane. So Jamaal has a great point. You search for the opportunities. You can't find it. You make your own lane. So Jamaal, I want to find out, I wanted something a little bit maybe close to your heart or something. Where did the name come from? I mean, what is the story, Jamaal? I mean, yes, we get it. You wanted to create an opportunity. You saw it was lacking, but what something had to ring to you to say, you know, Jamaal, I can do this. Let me start a consulting service. I mean, you could have worked for a consulting place. You could have done these other options, but why start your own?
Right. Thank you for asking that. Basically, you know, I'm not a fan really of working for people. You know, all human nature aside, and the different personalities that you get with people, there's something about working for people that I don't particularly like. So I knew from an early age that I wanted to be my own boss.
Right.
And I wanted to be, I wanted to call my own shots.
That's right.
And with this consultancy service, sorry, it's not that I'm not going to be working with people, but I'm not going to be working for anyone. I want to work with people. I want to work alongside people, right? Representing my brand and, helping their brand. So that is basically, that was one of the reasons why I didn't necessarily hesitate to jump onto, just doing my own thing. As you know, I've been always very confident in the things that I do.
Yeah.
And I don't want the viewers to feel as though, because you start something that it's going to either automatically take off or that it's going to be something huge. But the thing
don't go
about
too far because we have our questions to go into these details. Don't go too far.
Right,
Yes.
But that can't be the reason why you don't try, right? That can't be the reason why
I love it.
You don't take that step. That it can't be the reason why you dive in head first and just trust in whatever supreme deity or energy. And you just trust that and you go with it, So I have been successful in the past with just, throwing caution to the wind.
Yes, going with the flow. Yes.
And really doing what I want to do or going behind what I want to get. Right? Basically, that's why, I decided, let me work for me. Let me have my brand, let me be known for something in my country and the region by extension and the world, for something really, really good, for something amazing, something exciting, something necessary.
Yes.
That's basically the head that I have when I started this business.
That's awesome, Jamaal. And I like the point that you made. And I tell people that from time to time, sometimes they want to start something, Jamaal, but they want all the ducks in the row, Jamaal. They have to have this, they have to have that. It's not always going to work out. Work with what you have, and along the way, everything will fall into place. Just move, just take the first step.
Absolutely, just move.
The hardest part.
Just move.
Just move, just flow. Yes, Jamaal. So, I'm also going to give you viewers a backstory of how I know this very confident gentleman. Let's leave that for later. But now let's get into the meat of things, Jamaal. So you started, you had the idea, you were going to start your own business. Tell us the challenges you went through. I know you cannot compare it to an existing business owner outside of the pandemic. So all you have is the pandemic. So let's talk about your challenges, getting started, getting your feet wet, taking the first step. What did you have to go through? Yes.
So basically, I did get started in the pandemic. I registered my business with the Ministry of Legal Affairs in March. In March of this year, I started. And that was, a challenge within itself, customer service and all. So, basically not having, I don't want to say that I don't have the resources for what I want to do. Because I'm offering a service and I am the resources that I need. My resources here, my laptop, my phone. But basically everything being closed, because right now none of our restaurants are open. Fast food outlets aren't open. I believe that the Airbnbs and the hotels are open. But the main struggle with that is people aren't really looking to hire right now because they've been closed on and off, money has been lost.
Yes, jobs have been lost, the income is not there.
Correct. So that is basically the biggest challenge that I'm facing in terms of potential clients. But that's not going to stop me from
Thank you.
Going for it. But that is basically the biggest challenge that I'm having right now. Right. And of course, just moving around within the pandemic is a huge challenge as well, because you still need to get things done, you still need to pay bills, you still need to do things. But you know, COVID kinds of restricts your movement in a way.
Right.
So that has also been a challenge for me during the pandemic.
Oh, all right. Okay, Jamaal, on that note, that's your challenge, that's your biggest challenge. But I also want to give you a pro for the pandemic. Remember, social media has always been present, but during the pandemic, Jamaal, social media has been the avenue, the place, the downtown, that's downtown, Jamaal, of the world. So having your business as what it is, as such, as a consultant business, you have a platform, you have an avenue. So yeah, you may not be mobile, you know, because of the restrictions and the curfews and the this and that, but you have the social media, use it. I myself, Jamaal, I am not so savvy, but I am learning as I go. Jamaal, there are people there, the whole world is on social media, Jamaal. So you have to get with it, you know. So this is a platform.
I have, Tracy, thank you so much for bringing that up, because I have been trying to get the followers on social media.
Right.
And I've also been doing a lot of networking via social media. I don't know if you're familiar with Twitter.
Yes.
But Twitter has introduced a new, what they call a feature called Spaces. And it's basically a thing where you open up a space and, you know, anybody can enter and you can talk about anything but anyone anywhere in the world.
Oh my God, awesome. I did not news to me. Thank you for the info.
And I'm happy to report that Trinidad and Tobago has been doing extremely well with the spaces. We've had business spaces, we've had spaces on art, we've had spaces on graphic design, we've had spaces on tourism that I was a part of. We had the Minister of Tourism in there. We had, you know, leading hospitality
the who's who
on that space. So I've been using social media to sort of network. And you're absolutely right. You have to, you know, you have to tap into social media, and, you know, not to get discouraged, because I know that sometimes, especially where businesses are concerned, you really need popularity sometimes. It helps you.
It helps.
But don't let it limit you. You have to look for creative ways to get before.
That's the thing, Jamaal. You hit it, creative ways, because sometimes I'm not the sort of person for the whole popularity thing, Jamaal, and the followers, but I'm big on creativity. You understand? Creativity. And so you can pull people to your space. You can pull people to what you're doing. You can bring the awareness because of how you bring your message across. So creativity is a big thing, Jamaal. So I'm happy that you're taking advantage. Maybe you said you could give me some tips, because you just gave me some information about spaces. I'm going to check it out. I may also need some tips for TikTok, Jamaal, because I'm trying to get with it.
You probably not say TikTok both, because
TikTok is trending, Jamaal, you know, and you can do your little ads and stuff very short and grab. So I have to get onto the TikTok, so maybe I may need your help, you know, for that. So yes, Jamaal, so you told us about the business. Now tell us your market. What are you offering? What services are you offering? Who are you targeted at? What kind of businesses, what kind of person? So people listening can say, okay, yeah, I need some customer service, but what exactly is your niche? Let's talk about that.
So what I do basically is hospitality consulting and customer service training, like I said before. On the hospitality consulting side, I do menu consulting, you know, refining menus, seeing what works, what doesn't work, you know, presenting a full and adequate menu to your customers. I also do like Airbnb consultancies, basic operation well, when I say basic, I mean operation consultancy, like how your business should be run, how it should be set up, you know, what you should do, what you should not do, things that can help. So basically that's what I do on the consulting side. You come to me with your restaurant or your hotel or your Airbnb or whatever, because
whatever you have, because if you don't mention it and somebody may have, and they say, well, you didn't even mention that, do you say all others and many others?
Correct.
Many others.
And with the customer service training, even though that my presentations are tailored for the hospitality and the tourism industry, the training, it can be applied to any business, right? Because every business literally needs customer service.
Let me tell you, Jamaal, let me tell you.
Right. So that is basically what I'm offering in a nutshell.
All right, so we got that. Awesome, awesome, Jamaal. So I wanted to mention also to persons that the customer service part is imperative, just like you said, to every business. Yeah. We have all been a customer and we have all got crappy service, Jamaal. So I empower you to continue your training. Make sure it is relatable. Yes. People can get the concept and people can use it, Jamaal, because you're gonna make a big change worldwide to people that take advantage of your training courses and stuff. Because customer service, like you say, every business have it, but I mean more times than I would like to remember. I've got crappy service. Yeah,
and I think when people hear customer service, they think that it's something that's just so arbitrary, but they don't understand what excellent customer service means for the bottom line, which is profit. So in the service and in the training, in the customer service training, I've taken it a step further because I've worked for persons before, of course. And I've been to orientations where they have customer service training, but they tend to shy away from certain topics like sexual harassment, the LGBTQIA community.
And why do they do that, Jamaal? I don't understand. Is it
I'm
ignorant?
Not sure.
Is it just like on a small scale?
No, actually, I'm talking about big businesses, like businesses with franchises, within the region. They just, I guess, because for whatever reason in the Caribbean, we find
it's taboo. I was just coming to say in the Caribbean, it's taboo.
They're taboo topics, but when you really think about it, when you work in tourism and hospitality, and when you do business in general, you come across all types of people.
Exactly.
And you don't want to be a business that has persons who are prejudiced against a particular group of people.
Correct.
And sometimes people just either not aware of themselves or they're not aware of their prejudice and how that affects persons. So I really wanted to tailor my customer service training in that way.
Right.
So that I have an edge on the competition. I offer those modules in my customer service. I have modules specific for social awareness and sexual harassment. I've never been one to shy away from the important issues.
Yes.
In order to change the way in which we view these things and the way in which we deal with persons from certain demographics and categories, we need to talk about it in order to change it. Yes, I'm not going to shy away from topics like that at all.
Awesome. So I'm saying this because I know you as a person and your quality and everything. Right. Your customer training service is different from what's out there. I'm saying this confidently. Yeah, I'm not going to ask and say, what's the wow factor, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say it. Public paid announcement. Your customer service, I want the people to know, your customer service is different from what's out there. So I urge you guys to reach out to Jamaal and find out what he's offering and the services and how he can tailor something to your needs. So Jamaal, I want you now to tell us, let's give them a backstory now.
Yes.
How I know this gentleman. So you'll correct me when I go wrong or if I'm off a little bit. So I happen to be going to university in the Bahamas and I was the oldest in the crew. The oldest in the crew, and I met this lovely gentleman. He is very animated, as you can see, and such a wonderful personality. And he was not only a friend to me, he was also my neighbor. So we spent a lot of time together, and he's a beautiful person inside and out. And so I was so grateful that our paths crossed, Jamaal. And remember, you have a friend for life in me. You understand? And so, it's moments like these when we can speak after our meeting and still progress. And I'm so proud of you. I want to let you know I'm so proud of you with your new venture.
Thank you so much.
And I am one of your biggest supporters. Always remember that.
Thank you.
Whatever I can do to assist, to drive the business, I am here. So I also
Thank you.
yes, I want to let people know also that my business, I will give a little bit of a backstory about my business. My business was started right smack in the pandemic, Jamaal, April, May 2020, right? And I was like, I needed a life coach. You know, I did some research and I was like, I need a life coach. I have a couple of things on my to-do list, and some may know me have to be pretty organized. But, you know, I have my shortcomings like human, you know, I'm still, you know, the same red blood flowing through me, you know, I have my shortcomings. So I felt like, you know, there's some things on my list that have been there for a while. And there are other things that I have tried to accomplish and it didn't really turn out how I would like it. So let me tap into this life coach. Let this life coach get me right on point. Lo and behold, Jamaal and viewers, a few one-on-one sessions with the life coach, I realized, man, Tracy, you can do this. Like, you know, and the life coach herself was just like, I mean, I just want to tell you, you can think about this as a career, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, what, really? Excuse me. And the more I dug into it, you know, I executed the assignments and I was just forthcoming with everything, you know. Life coach chose me, people. So here I am, you know, as a life coach. So I'm literally learning as I go. So this is new to me as well. And so I am doing my best to bring forth awareness. And remember, we have a Caribbean background dealing with Jamaal. I'm from St. Lucia, Jamaal is from Trinidad. It's like the same country. It's like the same country. Yeah. And you know, I want to bring the awareness to folks and people out there that a life coach is not a counselor, is not a therapist. It is a guidance, somebody who gives you some guidance and support. It's like your cheerleader. You know, you play in a match, Jamaal, and you have a
personal cheerleader.
Yeah. You understand? So I want you to be able to reach out. My life coach is specialized in self-discovery. So I want to help people with awareness of self and, you know, what are you made of, your skills and your talents, and how you can use your skills and talent to progress, to succeed.
Because knowing is one thing, but you need to know how to use those tools.
Exactly. So, you know, the name of the business is Dig Deep Self-Discovery Coaching. At the end, I will give my social media panels as well as Jamaal, so you can reach out. I want to let you guys know, do not shy away from the life coach. Yes, the life coach is not a fixer-upper. I am not going to diagnose you. No. I am literally just going to give you a couple of tools, and you're the one doing all the work. So let's get it. Let's get it. So now,
like I said to you, Tracy, sorry for cutting you. Like I said to you, you have that energy and that spirit for being a life coach. You've always been an amazing support. You've always been very, very insightful, and you've just been generally a good person. And like I said, you definitely have that energy and that spirit for life coaching. So I'm excited and happy that you decided to do that. And I'm looking forward to working with you and to seeing what you do in the future.
Yes. Thank you. I need the support. Because like I say, Jamaal, we're having these challenges as well. I have some challenges as well as, you know, getting the clients and convincing the clients through social media, because we're still restricted, you know, Corona ain't going nowhere. You know, we're still restricted, trying to convince the clients that, you know, just do a 20-minute discovery call with me. It's free. It's absolutely free. Do a 20-minute discovery call. We're having a random conversation. You understand? You give me information that you want me to know, and then I take it from there, you know? And so, So
and I mean, there are things in the Caribbean region that we as professionals and even as just persons, we don't take too seriously, like mental health, and a life coach. Some people may not see the need for a life coach in the Caribbean, and I think you have the potential to tap into an untapped market here right within the region. So I'm really excited to see where you're able to take this and how I can support you on that journey.
Oh, I truly appreciate it, Jamaal. I'm humble and grateful. Thank you so much. So now we have moved on. We are going now to, did I give an accurate account of our meeting? I just want to be clear. I want to be sure. Did I give an accurate account of everything, how we met? And do you have anything else to add to it?
Yeah, I mean, we met at the University of the West Indies, at the Center of Hotel and Tourism Management there in Nassau in the Bahamas, where Tracy studied tourism management and I studied hotel management. And basically it was, you know, from the get-go, it was like hit off. And we've been really great, amazing friends ever since. Like Tracy said, we were neighbors. So, you know, we shared a bit of intimacy that the other students weren't privy to. Because we live so close to each other. Sometimes I would go by Tracy, sometimes she'd come by me. We'd have discussions, we'd share cocoa tea, we'd share food.
And he's an amazing cook. Note, he's an amazing cook, and he doesn't want to share his skills. He doesn't want to give you his good food. He's an amazing cook.
I can.
You know, Jamaal, on another note, I think maybe you can do a little cookbook or something, Jamaal. Think about that. Side note.
I will. I definitely will. A nice Trinidad and Tobago cookbook.
Right.
And you know, so we've shared that intimacy. And basically, that has been our story, because we haven't been, you know, even though we haven't been in contact frequently, we haven't out of contact.
Right,
you know? So you're definitely a cherished friend of mine that I would with.
Thank you. You have a forever friend. You can't get rid of me now, Jamaal.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I really want the viewers to, on a serious note, like, just think about the people in your life, think about your friends, think about your family, and the people that really support you and push you. Don't let those people go. You need to hold on to them. No matter where you are in the world. Right now, Tracy is in Florida. I am home in Trinidad. So, you know, there's no matter where you go, social media and technology has facilitated keeping in contact with the persons and the people that you love. So I want everyone out there today to make a list of the persons that they love, and you know, that brings a light to their day, and you know, tell those persons thank you. Thank you so much. You know, just thank you for being in your life.
Yes, it's so true.
With your
Jamaal, thank you for that. It's important that people hear that and know that's what you need to do. You know, some of them think about it, but they don't do it. So so let's move on, Jamaal. We almost getting to our closing. I want you now to give some guidance. In your experience, in the experience that you had. Give some guidance to persons who may be in the same position as you. They have an idea, they want to start, and they need some guidance, they need an extra push, as well as persons who are existing business owners and going for a rough patch, Jamaal, because, you know, you could be in business for a long time and then this pandemic just threw you off. So just give us a few pointers, a few tips, what you know from your experience, what you can tell them to motivate them.
Okay, so with the persons who are looking to start their own business, you're going to need to draft a business plan. It may sound like a lot of work, and it is in some aspects, but the business plan basically is your guide on you know, what you're going to offer, how you're going to offer it, who you're going to offer it to. And as I say that, I think there was a question you asked me that I didn't respond to. I'm hoping I'll get the time to after. Who you're going to be selling it to, and you know, what do you think that your prices are going to be, you know, stuff like that. You have to look at competition and see what the market is already doing, and even before the business plan, your idea, you have to assess your idea against the backdrop of your society or the country in which you live. What are the needs of the people? What are the needs of that country? Does your service or product provide those needs? Right. You don't want to. It's very difficult. It's very difficult trying to do something in a saturated market, right? You find, you know, if you do, however, find yourself in a saturated market, you need to ensure that your product or service offers something that the others don't, right? So those are basically, your wow factor, you know. So those are basically the two things that I started with. The idea of, did it fulfill a need? And my business plan. My business plan is my guide, and it has been guiding me throughout the process. Depending on which country that you're in, the whole process of registering your business, and I want to mention the importance of registering your business. You want to be taken seriously by business owners, and you want to be taken seriously by professional people. So it is imperative that you register your business, you know, so that you're documented in the legal system within your country that also offers some levels and degrees of protection and resources that you can use. So definitely get your business registered.
Right.
It is, Tracy, it is a long journey that probably doesn't end.
Yes.
But you have to stick with it. You have to stick with it. You have to do the right thing. You have to organize your stuff in a way that it's realistic and it's attainable.
Yes.
And if you have setbacks, don't focus too much on the setbacks. You have to have contingency plans. Sometimes you have to put things on the back burner and move things from the back to the front and work on them until they're done, or until you've reached your limit of working on that for the moment. And then you rotate it as you see fit, or you take it off the stove completely. You also have to recognize when things aren't working and it's not going to work, and that you have to do something different and something else. And also, your second part of your questions, for people who already, or persons with an already established business, we get it. Times are tough, things are difficult, we've lost money, we've lost revenue, we've lost the business.
Right.
But I still feel in my spirit like I felt when this pandemic just started, and how I've been feeling throughout, that this is going to be over with. It is going to be over with. Coronavirus is going to be like another common cold, and we are going to get back into the swing of things, right? So even though now you may be down, use this downtime as a time to reflect on your business, reflect on what you can change, reflect on what you can do different, reflect on creative ways in which you can offer your services and your products, so that when things start back up for us, you are on the front line, ready to start again, ready to begin again. You're back out with a bang, and you're here to capitalize on the moment, basically.
Well said, Jamaal. I don't even have to put no 2 cents. The end. Period.
Yeah. Thank you.
So the question I think you missed, or you probably didn't go into a little detail, was how did you come up with the name, Jamaal? Because sometimes the name of the business, people have challenges with that. Tell us how you chose that name.
So basically, for me, I am big into symbolism and what things mean and what they represent.
Right.
So I chose Amethyst Consulting because the amethyst gemstone is my birthstone. So I wanted to represent, myself in my brand, if that makes any sense, because your brand is literally you, right? Now, so I wanted to represent,
yes,
my birth month in my business.
It's close to your heart. Yes, it's sentimental.
Yeah, that's how I came up with amethyst, and also the amethyst gemstone or precious stone. I'm not sure, how it's referred to.
They say all the stones are precious, Jamaal.
Right. So it was a gift from the Greek gods, if you're into mythology.
Right.
It was a gift from either the other gods or one of the gods to Dionysus, the god of wine.
Right.
It was a gift so he wouldn't get drunk, because he indulged a lot in alcohol and wine. That was one of his main shtick. So it was given to him as a gift so that he had the ability to not get drunk. Right. So it's also representative of soberness and being present in the mind and being present in the moment. So I really wanted to represent that in my brand as well. And
amazing. Wow.
Thank you. The question that I actually missed, Tracy, is who am I offering my services to?
Yes, your target.
But I did miss that question as well. So if I may have the opportunity to answer that question.
Sure.
Basically, I'm offering my services to entrepreneurs, like myself, like Tracy. If you wanna get into a business, it is going to require you to have customer service training skills. Yeah. So I offer this my services to entrepreneurs. I offer my services, to small businesses as well. I'm really, really, really big on partnering with, networking with entrepreneurs and small business owners. That is my main focus, right? Also, and of course, all of this is in the context of hospitality and tourism. Right. But like I said, customer service transcends, industries.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Customer
Yes.
service is a necessity for all. Right? So basically, I offer my services to entrepreneurs, small business owners, and of course, big businesses, who would need my assistance with anything hospitality and tourism related, and customer service related.
Great, great. So there we have it, viewers. We have the detailed, everything you need to know about, help me pronounce it, Jamaal, Amethyst?
Yes, correct.
Amethyst Consulting Service. The founder is Jamaal Gabriel. I want Jamaal to tell us his email. How can people reach you? After listening to this interview, they may be inquiry minds. So let us know an email we can reach you at. Not everybody can reach you on the telephone, so email is usually good, and a website. I know you have your website. So give us these handles and I will list it below.
Yes, I actually don't have my website yet.
Okay. But
I was supposed to be working on my website, before this month ended, but because of constraints again with COVID, and the institutions and the banks are, working, I have put that now on the back burner.
Right.
The testing of my customer service training forward. So I don't have a website yet, but I have an email address. That's Amethyst, with an extra T at the end.
Right.
So it's AMETHYSTT consulting @outlook.com. I'm on Instagram, and that is Amethyst Consulting on Instagram. Let me just double check, Tracy, because
but whatever you say here, Jamaal, I will also double check and make sure it's accurate and list it in the description so people can get it. So whoever missed it when you say it, they will be able to read it. Yeah.
Right. So on Instagram, it's also Amethyst with the extra at the end, consulting on Instagram. And I'm on Twitter, Amethyst Consult on Twitter. So you can reach me on any of those platforms. I reply, timely. And yeah, we can take it from there.
Awesome. So for me, those who may need life coaching services, they can reach me on my website, www.digdeepcoachtc.com. You can also reach me on email, digdeeplifecoachtc@gmail.com. All this information will be listed below. And our viewers, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to accommodate us with this series. We are going to be having a couple of other episodes, and so we can wrap up this series. We want to thank Mr. Gabriel again for taking time out of his busy schedule to grace us with his presence. And also, I got a chance to catch up with my old friend, so it was awesome. Yes, so Jamaal,
thank you so much.
Yes, any closing words?
Yes, thank you so much, Tracy, for having me. I am honored and I am humbled by your offer. Thank you to your viewers for looking. Anybody out there, I'm really looking forward, to working with you. And yeah, my closing remarks would just be to let good thoughts be your sword and shield. That's
poetic.
That's not mine, yeah. That's a favorite movie.
I cannot take it, Jamaal. It's too much. I cannot take it. So my closing remarks would be, like we were saying, for guidance for existing business owners, remember there is a rainbow after the storm. I want to let the business owners that are having challenges know that. And for the new persons who are thinking, who have ideas, just take the first step. Just take the first step. That's the most difficult. Jamaal mentions the different things, the different tips and stuff that you will need, but do not let that deter you. These are needs, but not requirements for you to take the first step, because Jamaal has a very good example. He was working on his website. He wanted his website to be ready, whatever that before that time. You have durations, you have timelines. Even though it doesn't meet your timeline, keep it going. Keep moving. All right? Take the first step and all will fall in place. Yes? So thank you again, viewers. Peace and blessings, Jamaal. We'll talk again. Thank you. Enjoy. All righty.
Have a wonderful one. Take care.
All right, you too.